If we could do it now, that'd be fun. We can run through the drill that we do.
You're gonna run through the drill right now? Cameras on, please. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Excellent drill. You know, the interesting thing is we have Tommy Fury and yourself that came to the spot today for that fight on December 18th. And it's almost like the yin and the yang. He comes from a boxing background and became an influencer, you know, reality show star in the UK. And you came the other way around, even though you have an athletic background when you played football. And then you became a huge star. And then you decided to take on boxing later in your life. How do you think that balances out? That's like a yin and yang.
Yeah, look, I mean, Tommy claims to have been doing this his whole life, and he has an amateur career, and he's been around it. That is true, but he hasn't worked as hard as me, you know? I see a green guy who hasn't sparred enough times and has only been put in there with opponents that were meant to lose. This is his first real test where his opponent isn't some guy that's just gonna flop over. And, you know, you're gonna see that. You're gonna see a fighter who is a virgin, in my opinion. He has no idea what he's getting himself into. This is his first time under the big lights on the big stage, and he's gonna crack under pressure.
Jake, Keith Heidick from BoxingScene.com. How you doing? I was just wondering if you can compare the type of challenge that you expect from Tommy Fury as opposed to what Tyron Woodley presented for you.
Yeah, I think it's two very different style of fighters. You know, I think Tyron just has so much experience. You know, he's been in there with the hardest hitters, as the best in the world. And so he's had that experience, and he knew how to counter and take away some of my best things in the ring, and how to take a punch. Tommy Fury hasn't been tested, so we will see how he responds. And I think that's the beautiful thing about this fight, is the unknown. Is he actually a Fury? Or will we find out that he's just a half Fury? You know, does he have the heart like his brother? Or is he just living in the shadow of his brother? I think the beautiful thing about this fight is stepping into the unknown, because this is also my first time fighting a real boxer, quote unquote, whatever that means. And he's undefeated, he's young, same age, same height, same weight. So it's really a perfect matchup, and we're just gonna see who worked harder, who wants it more, and who has that dog inside of him.
Jay, Ellie Segbeck, ES News. Quick question. So you have a bet going on with him about changing the name, and what's your prediction for the fight? What round does it end?
I will TKO him in the later rounds. You know, Tommy hasn't gone past 4 rounds. He hasn't even had a fight past 4 rounds. So I think he'll be gassed. This will be the first time him actually getting punched in the face by someone who could hit, who is the same weight as him. You know, he's always fought smaller guys with losing records. So I think he's gonna fade. I know he's gonna fade. It just, what round? 5th, 6th, maybe 7th. Maybe I knock him out the last 10 seconds of the 8th. But he's not hearing that 8th bell ring.
Jake,
I got 500K on the line. So, you know, when Tommy loses, he has to change his name to Tommy Fumbles. And, you know, he accepted it. I'm putting 500K. It's on the line. So we'll see what happens.